every CD possible in the house. We've got in his office behind. He has his computer there, and if you look from the computer, there's a whole wall, like I wouldn't say like half the size of this thing, just 5,000, 6,000 CDs of literally everything, going from Mozart to
Black Coffee.
Black Coffee, yeah.
And I like a bit of variation.
Yeah,
I do, very much.
Yeah.
So do you often find yourselves going in there and going, what do I want to listen to?
They're not going to
today?
listen to CDs.
No?
Well, they don't.
Probably.
But sometimes I'll go in there, you see, and I'll put something on, and then if they like it, they'll come and see what it is. And have a listen, and then they might go away and stick it on their phone through a
Spotify.
speaker or whatever.
I think even regardless, it's wondrous. My gramps used to have like a massive jazz collection of tapes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And even when like CDs came out, he was like rebuying them. It was always still, and like CDs were a thing when I was a kid. You know, it was still like kind of wondrous to go. It's like a treasure trove, you know, of just like all these old tapes. So even though he had some CDs and like CDs were the used thing, it was still kind of to have all those tapes laid out. It's kind of like wow. So it must have the same. You guys must have the same thing with that many CDs.
Do you know what vinyl is?
I have a
I've
record
got quite
player.
a lot of that as well.
Yeah,
I started
excellent.
collecting vinyl when I was, oh my word, about 14, 15, because there was I was in Manchester, and there was a record shop in Manchester that used to get all the old deleted vinyls and stuff in and stuff, and I used to go in there and spend ages going through boxes buying that.
Did they have like the little listening booths as well?
I never went in those because
We'll get a word in a minute.
So
It's all about them. It's all about the kids.
So I started collecting vinyl then. So I've got loads of really old vinyl and stuff like that. So
nice healthy collection then.
Yeah, I'd say overall my influences come from like many different genres.
Yeah.
But I would say that on the whole, my influences, like, they're not really alive anymore.
That's all right.
That's fine.
Like,
They don't have to.
Okay, you don't have to be alive.
The only thing that I don't listen to is probably music that's in the charts today.
Do you know how many people say that to me? Like, young or old is obscene. I'm like, who just listens to this shit? Because everyone's like, I don't listen to it. I'm like, but isn't like the mainstream what people are meant to listen to? But I know one does.
Yeah.
And I don't understand how it's so popular.
Yeah, well, I think we totally agree. The mainstream is pretty rubbish,
pretty
and it has
shit.
been for quite a few years.
There's not really much variation at all, is
the odd
there?
one that just comes
Yeah.
through
There's
now
never
and
bad
again,
people. It's just they don't promote the right shit, you know.
No, there's just so much out there at the moment.
I still listen to not a lot. I've got, I still listen to some in the charts, but you're just getting it's the same thing, just churned out in bulk, and it's just like even though the genres changes, what's popular, like it'd be like EDM a few years ago, and now it's like more like close romantic, not romantic, like soul piano music.
How is it?
That's in now.
Didn't even know that.
And it's like, and it's just like, it's the same. It's like once a genre changes, there's 50, 60 songs released in
Ready
a
to
month
go.
that sound exactly the same. And it's just, it's really monotonous sometimes.
There's no soul. There's no like, it doesn't feel personal. It doesn't feel like someone's writing a song. It feels like someone's like covering another song slightly differently.
Yeah, it's like there's no expression to it.
Yeah, exactly. There's no expression to it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Have you heard of Radio 6?
I have heard of it, yeah.
So that's my favourite station. That doesn't play what's in the charts. It just plays kind of like more independent sort of stuff. It has Steve Lamacq on there. He used to be on Radio 1 years and years ago.
Back in
the day.
When it first started.
When my shoulder was alright.
Who of your speaking of back in the day, which dead people are you influenced by?
I'll just rattle them off.
Yeah, you go on, go for it.
I like Glenn Campbell.
Great
Lovely.
Yeah,
Country and Western. I love Burt Bacharach, but sadly, only recently passed away.
Yeah, I only know really what. You
When you fall.
did it on. I didn't only
Austin
find out
Powers,
Powers.
was it?
Yeah, that's how I found out. By Burt Bacharach.
Amy Winehouse. I love her.
Yeah, I could tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All jazz singers on a whole. Billie Holiday, Ella Fitzgerald. Have you ever heard of someone called Timmy Euro?
No. In life.
No.
I know her name, but I don't know.
I would say she is, on the whole, my favourite singer.
What's her name?
Timmy Euro.
Timmy Euro.
Yeah.
Timmy Euro. That will get something across the screen on the podcast there.
It's not spelt like the currency. It's spelt.
It's just a
Last
really
name.
weird spelling.
Last name is Yuro.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
She's really good.
Check her out.
Very powerful voice.
Yeah, I'll have to
So
check
old,
her out. I've not...
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Or like, yeah, amazing, nice. Yeah, I like. Do you like Nina Summit?
Oh, yeah.
I love all that stuff. I'm really into. Like,
Yeah.
that
So
era
just to
of music.
clarify for the listeners of the podcast, Lydia's influence is basically dead people.